to the groomsmen. I'm Fayiz. I'll be doing a face shave today. I've got lathered up Stirling Christmas Eve. It's going to be Christmas in July, basically. It is still July 19th today. I've got it lathered up with my chisel and hound. Some kind of blackwood, I forget the name of it, with a Venturian. I had some Noxzema face wash as my pre-shave. Works pretty good. I haven't decided what razor I want yet. Definitely gonna need to add some water because my face, with that Noxzema stuff, absorbs so much water. Don't know what razor I'm gonna use yet. I've used a Rex recently, so it won't be that. It might be either a Blackland razor, a Carve, or my Yates 921. Yeah, one of those three. Got a good amount of growth, as I'm sure you saw. A little bit over a week, or maybe about a week, somewhere around there. Got some coffee in my wife's dog mom mug. Let's see. Let's do the Blackland Blackbird. And I will do it with the solid bar instead of the open comb. And then the blade we'll be using is a multiple time used Gillette Platinum. I don't even count how many times I use a blade anymore. I just use it until I get bored of it. Rest check is my Seiko 5 Sport. It's the special edition. Some people call it a rally diver. It's got the checkered flag on the bezel. I just call it, my Seiko 5 Sport. I like it a lot. It's my first automatic, so I've been enjoying that process. Here's the Blackbird. Warmed it up under some warm water. You can see how much growth I had underneath that lather. Technically is a beard. It was not just stubble at that point. I had a beard. I might put the open comb for the other side. Just because I'm curious for myself how it differs right now. This Stirling soap is a nice smelling soap. Stirling, their sheep base is probably one of the better bases in terms of skin feel. Their regular base is okay. It lathers fine. It's obviously slick enough. But in terms of skin feel afterwards, I'm gonna put the open comb now. Their sheep tallow was top tier for sure. And I think it lathered a little bit better too. Temper this under some hot water. And the angle on this one is slightly different. Oh yeah. That's more efficient for sure. Still super smooth though. The angle is different. With the solid bar, I ride the guard more. With the open comb, I'll ride the cap more. I thought about getting their aluminum razor of this. They only came out with 100. And I was on the site when it released. I could have bought one. I was there. I had one in my cart. But it's hard. It's hard to justify spending that much money on a razor. Nobody needs more razors. I definitely don't need more razors. And in a hobby, I know it's not about needs, but I'm kind of backed off the hobby, as you all know. I'm just enjoying what I've got, and I have for a little while now. Yeah, I could have stopped there. I mean, both sides were efficient. The open comb was definitely more efficient, and definitely more blade feel, but not uncomfortable. It's just you can tell it's cutting more of the hair closer to the skin. Yeah, my hobbies have more been about shooting, getting more into guns, buying ammo, which is not cheap. You know, nowadays it's for me that's my priority. Training with that stuff and becoming proficient. And ammo's not cheap. I have a range membership, so that's not really a burden in terms of cost. I spent like $275 for the year, unlimited range time. I mean, it's a great deal. Got some soap on my Bob's Burgers shirt. A bloop. Yeah, this open comb is super smooth. Ride the cap and it'll treat you well. I've been stocking up on a few different things just in case. You never know. I'm not becoming a prepper by any means. But it is nice to feel like you have some stuff in storage, whether it's canned foods or MREs or whatever, ammo. Never know what the future holds. Alright, back to the solid bar. This is more of an autopilot plate compared to the open comb. I can definitely just glide with this. Not glide, glide's not the right word because the other side was smooth too. I can just kind of shut my brain off and just do some swipes, I should say. This coffee's good. We went to a couple of local roasteries here in Georgia and got some bags, freshly roasted bags. I mean, grind your beans yourself, and it's really nice. It's really good. So that's what I've been doing. And it's not super expensive. I mean, almost a pound of beans, local beans, was about $10 at one place and about $18 at the other place. So a little bit more expensive than store-bought, but you are supporting local economy. And yeah, I enjoy that. Plus it tastes a little bit better in my opinion, so. Alright. Gets the grain. I did have some bumps before the shave. So it's not really irritation from the razor. Because any other razor would have done the same thing. I've got soap all over my shirt. As you can tell, we're Bob's Burgers fans. I've got Tina to my left over there. And this shirt is this year's release for Pride Month. My wife and I like to see what they put out every year. And there goes half of my viewers. Went from 2 to 1 now. I'm just joking. I do appreciate you guys that do tune in. I don't do this as often. I just do it whenever I feel like it now. It's fun when I do it that way. And I do appreciate the handful of you guys that stick with us and stay tuned. I know Scott put out that page, that Rex supply page review. If you haven't seen that, check it out. The brass is definitely hefty. I am curious to see how the aluminum pans out. If they bring it back out, or if I see it on secondary, I might get some. You might get one. Yeah, super smooth shave. BBS, of course, with an efficient razor. I don't know if it's the lighting. My skin feels good. I don't feel any irritation. If I have any rednesses around those bumps that I had. But that Gillette Platinum worked well with the Blackbird. My goatee is getting nice and full. Every week that I go without shaving, I'm like, should I just grow out my beard? But then I'm like, nah, I want to smell all the smells that I've got. And I like that feel of a nicely shaven face. Even though many of you probably don't think that a goatee is a shaven face, but you know what? Whatever. Alright. I'm going to clean up real quick and I'll be back with the recap. Alright, I'm back. So the shave recap was the Blackland Blackbird short handle. I used on the left side, I used the open comb, and on the right side, I used the solid bar. Gillette Platinum blade. I don't know how many. I am going to toss it after this shave. It was smooth, but I want to try something different. And then on the brush front, I used the Chisel and Hound. I love this brush. I love his little coin that he does with the Hound. I do have other ones where it's, and this one's got some patina from the moisture, I guess, in my skin oils, where it just says Chisel and Hound. That's classy too. I love that. Love this brush too. His Feng Shui notes are great. We've got a couple of different ones too, but this is not a brush video. Gotta remind myself. Love this brush. It's probably my favorite badger brush based on the handle. I'm a dog person, so that coin's great, and then the knot. And then the soap and the matching splash, which I'm about to put on, is the Stirling Christmas Eve. Very piney, very nice, clean scent. Strongly scented. And the splash, matching splash. No, it was hard for me to decide whether or not I wanted menthol or not. No menthol. Oof, that smells good. There's no burn whatsoever. That smells fantastic. Oh my goodness, that's a nice. Woo, that's a nice smell. That is that. I love that scent. I almost didn't choose this scent. That is beautiful. That is amazing. Being summer in Georgia, I'm not a Christmas person necessarily. I'm not. I'm a fall, Halloween, Thanksgiving. But this scent, man, this scent is amazing. That is a nice, piney, semi-sweet at the end. That's a nice scent. I really enjoy that. I'm really glad I used that. That just made my morning right there. So that's it. That's what I had. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.